So we're here today at the Scotia Bank Arena where the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Toronto Raptors play. And here's statues of some of the most famous Leaf players. Yeah, here they are, the captains. Turk Brode, Johnny Bower, George Armstrong, 1949 to 1971. Dave Cohen, number 14, 1960 to 1975. Wendell Clark, yeah, 1985 to 1994, 1996, 1998 to the year 2000. He's in a good documentary about the Leafs called The Passion Returns. Cy Lapse. Ted Kennedy, 1942 to 1957, wore the number 9. Much like Rocket Richard. Daryl Sittler, from 1970 to 1982, number 27. He's referenced in a good book called My Leaf Sweater. Yeah, a very good kid's book about a little boy who wants a Toronto Maple Leaf sweater for his birthday, but instead gets to see an actual Leaf game and see him play. Tim Horton, yeah, and also founded the famous restaurant franchise. Yeah. Charlie Kushner, how do you pronounce that? Frank Mahovlich, one of my uncles met him. Red Kelly, and Matt Sundin, who I grew up with, wore the number 13 from 1994 to 2008. Matt Sundin. Daryl Sittler, Wendell Clark, I remember Eddie Belfour was one of the goalies for the Leafs when I grew up, and they had Curtis Joseph for a while, but he left. And in the 90s, he had Felix Potvin. Yeah, some flags here that are hard to see with the poor glare. But yeah, it's a Air Force flag. It says here what its story is. The Air Command flag. And the late Queen Elizabeth II. Over there is the Rogers Center. Neat little decorations they got on the ground. Yeah, in the Passion Returns documentary, Doug Gilmore, I think, is the captain for the Leafs, if I'm not mistaken. Then they had Michael Foligno score a good goal. There, Vince Carter played for the Toronto Raptors. And that's the Toronto Argonauts logo. They're our football team for the CFL. Yep, our sports teams. Canadian Tire. Yeah, Mike Myers wore a Canadian Tire shirt on Saturday Night Live. 2019, the Toronto Raptors won the championship. And there's the statue commemorating it. This neat golden raptor. Yeah, Scotiabank Arena was founded in 1999. Its completion, that is. It was originally called the Air Canada Centre. It's the airline my dad flies for. And there's Canada's coat of arms. And some relics here on display. Yeah, nice little stone carving of some beavers. Here's the history behind it. Yeah, it says here it was originally the Air Canada Centre, and in 2017 it became known as the Scotiabank Arena. Recently I saw Jimmy Carr and Jim Jeffries do stand-up shows here. Yeah, back when it was the Air Canada Centre. I think those Maple Leafs really fitted the place, knowing the Leafs play here. Yeah, the Leafs originally were at an arena called Maple Leaf Gardens, but then that became outdated, so now they're at this more up-to-date stadium known as the Scotia Arena. And I've covered Maple Leaf Gardens on my channel before, so do check it out sometime. Oh, Bon Jovi. History of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Nice moose carving. And here's the gift shop. Alright, like and subscribe.